I gotta say this, and I just added to my vlog so that way it's part of the history of my vlog. Because, not everybody has, like, people always think, oh, we gotta die by a gunshot wound. People get sick, like, you know what I mean? Look at Virgil Abloh, like, all of a sudden he dies. Look at the guy who played the Black Panther, all of a sudden he dies, And, like, we didn't know they were sick, And all of a sudden your friends die, people die, you didn't know they were sick, I guess I just use those examples, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm getting at? This video was meant to say, if I pass away, and Ellen, I would still like her to go enjoy some time at San Angelo Park. She'll like that park. Parks are good. I was thinking about the park this weekend. I went to the park. And I noticed it was like it got so busy with other children at the park and the playground. It's a beautiful park. Very diverse, and I love it, man. It's so awesome. And like I was thinking, like, man, I was just thinking weird, Maybe this is sociopathic. Maybe this is so stupid. This is just me trying to make myself feel better. I was thinking, like, I wonder if those people know me around here and they see me at the park and they felt more comfortable going to the playground. Because parents also may not take their kids because they don't want to be around people. You know what I'm saying? Some parents won't want to be around people. But they see somebody that's kind of like struggling, or might seem like, oh, look at that person, they're doing it. Like, they're not making an excuse or something. And I think that might make people feel comfortable to, like, get involved or something. But it could be packed with or without me, I'm just thinking that, I don't know. I'm being mad positive because it was such a cool time. I was thinking how I played 2v2 at the park right there. And, I played 2v2 at the park, but this was after, like, my daughter was playing, and there was some, like, a group of family of kids, like 3 sisters, 2 brothers. I don't know if they were friends or family. I asked them if they were their brother and sister, and, like, I asked, like, the older kids, and they, like, looked at each other, and they're like, nah, we're not brothers and sisters. But, they were there nonetheless, and I was there talking with them because they were hanging out with my kids, so, and trust me, I got water balloons. We were playing with water balloons and stuff. And so then I went from doing that, and then I played 2v2. And, like, families came to the park. It was Sunday. There's probably families at the park right now, a whole bunch of them, I'm sure. They had the day off. They probably wanted a barbecue. And San Angelo Park is rich, like, in, like, paisano, like, heritage. Like, people come from Mexico, construction workers, Avocado Heights, it's a beautiful city, it's a beautiful city, beautiful little neighborhood. And so I'm sure they're there today. And there was people playing 2v2 when I went yesterday, so I started playing 2v2. It was like these 2 old men. I guess they must be buddies or something. I barely met them. And then there was, like, this younger kid, or, like, the younger son of the other one. And then there was, like, a real younger one, I don't know, maybe like 10 years old. I didn't ask the age, but you could tell the older guys kept saying, he's gonna be a baller, man. He's gonna be a baller. And he was playing. There was one of the older dudes didn't want to play no more, so an older guy with, like, maybe like 18-year-old kid, 18-year-old young man, they were on the team, and then me and the youngster and me were playing, and it was pretty fun. It was a fun game, but you could tell the kid likes basketball, and while I was playing, I was trying to give him tips and stuff. Well, he didn't play the first game we played. He played the second game, and then the first game, since, like, it was older people, I kind of played, and I had my Crocs on. I kind of played decent though, but it was funny. I was able to warm up because it was them. It was those 4 people, like I said. It was 2 older men and 2 young boys. There's 2 older men and 2 younger men. They were playing, and then they played while I was shooting around with their ball, because the whole time while I was hanging out with Alan, when I would look over to the basketball court and be like, man, I wish I had my ball, to play basketball. But I lost my indoor and my outdoor basketball. So sure enough, there was like 2 balls just resting there because they had 3 balls to warm up with. I had seen them shooting too. So when they started playing, they only needed 1. So I walked by and said, hey, can I use a ball? So I shot on the other end, which was empty. But right before that, you know, I tried to hold my daughter from not getting in the water. Like, I tried to hold her from not getting in the water, but I was unable to. My phone might die. I want to hurry up. I didn't know I was going to end up talking about this whole freaking day, you know. But I want my daughter, if something happens to me, I still want her to go to that playground, you know. Some of the kids might remember her, you know. Like, maybe my tattoos, kids are drawn to me, but when they are, I try to give them positive, you know. Show them, like, a different thing, you know. That little family of, like, 5 that knew each other, they, like, appreciated coloring books so much. As a family, they all started using the colors. They must not go around that park a lot, or they must feel like outsiders. But I kind of noticed that. So around me, I like, but I just brought the backpack. The little boy's like, "What's inside the backpack?" He was very interested, and low key, I don't know. I kind of feel a little sad for them because they had pinched my daughter's hand. The little boy pinched my daughter's hand. I think he wanted to see how I was gonna react, low key. Like if I was gonna hit him or something. He wanted to see if I was cool or whatever. Cause like I know he did it on purpose, but like I said, I think he was like trying to see what's up, like because he didn't really mess with her after that. You know what I'm saying? But that he is only a little boy, and that's learned behavior, you know. But he didn't seem like a super bad kid at all, you know. At least he didn't feel comfortable to be totally like. But he wasn't like a really. Because he was around. He must have been the oldest, and then later on there came another little girl, but obviously around the group she was like 10, I think. Her and the boy must have been no older than 11, maybe 10. I don't think they were like 12 years old yet. And then it went all the way down to like a little girl. She was super cute. She kept like, but they all started drawing, you know. They're so little. They're like, oh, I saw, you know, me being just funny, competitive. I'm like, man, my drawings is the best or whatever. And everybody started like, the little ones would be like, oh, look at mine. Mine's the best. And the older ones, you could tell they're a little more smarter, you know. They knew I was going out of my way to be nice, you know. But now that I think about that, he did pinch my daughter. Because at first, it was just him hanging out with my daughter before anybody. And there was literally like 3 other boys playing together. And they were innocent too. Like, they were having a blast, you know. And then it was just that little boy by himself. And then my daughter. At this time, the park really wasn't that populated. It was kind of early. And then it became more people started coming, so. And then after they started hanging out, and then like at the very end, when you get mad comfortable, he's like, "What's in the backpack?" And then like, just off a little like Peppa Pig, and like six colors, you know. And they kept sharing, and like even when I went to go play basketball, I looked back, there was still. And then at the end, very end, it was like all the papers were all wet, and like the kids had been gone for a while. My daughter was kind of by herself a little bit at the end. It was a cool day, but I got a little paranoid right now because I seen so much of myself in this kid. Like he wasn't a gangster, but he was trying too hard. He had like his like button up all the way to the top down, and like his family must have been picnicking over there. But I guess he had like little kids that he came with, like little girls probably or something. So he came by, but he's just like a little kid, like 14. And I seen myself so much, and it was kind of irritating to me. It's like a trigger, like. But then he started like trying to acting cool and like. He started cussing around like the bunch of little kids that are right there. Nobody heard him, but I guess I was like, "Hey, bro, no cussing around here, bro." But I said it like in a stern way where I meant it, but not to like. I wasn't trying to scare him or anything. I want to tell you more, but you'll probably laugh. So, but then like later on, I was playing basketball, shooting at the other end of the court by myself. Like some like OG guys came, like 40-year-old, like he got out of the car, he looked mad gangster. But I looked like to see like to kind of like see what was going on, like, and I kind of noticed the little kids like, oh, these little kids freaking told like, oh, you really want a chick? Like, come on, bro, you should have known. Can't cuss in front of little kids. You want to go tell your older homie? Come on, you know. But I told him like not as like at their level, like more, like bro. Don't cuss around here, you know what I'm saying? Like, they could have kept talking, and I would have talked to them. And, I don't know, it was funny. Then later on, like, those little kids were, like, doing body shots. Because they were probably mad, like, they're probably, man, why'd you let him say that? You should have said something. Man, you were scared. No, you were scared. And then they went bodies together or something. But I thought about it later, oh, fuck. I hope, like, I thought about when I was fading around, I'm like, man, if their dad or something approaches me or catches me, he must be from around just the neighborhood right here, you know? Not that it's active, but just... you know, he seemed to have a family, being a family man, you know. So I might see him around the neighborhood. I'll be like, first thing I'm gonna tell myself is like, you know, oh, because if I remember, he's gonna be like, hey, remember you at the park? You thought you were, or what'd you tell my kid? Then I'll have to remember because my memory's bad. And then, but I have to remember that don't go off the temperature of him, but be like, oh yeah, man, I see myself in them a lot, you know. And they were cussing, you know. I don't like, you know, I didn't come at them like if they were like I was their age, you know. I let them know, hey, no, hey, watch your mouth around here, you know, like any adult would tell like a youngster, you know. Or would you want me to say, oh, can you please watch your mouth? I'll let them know, like, and then that's better for them because later on they can be like, you know, that wasn't cool, you know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just a little nervous if that guy would like. So that was on my mind. My whole worry, I wanted to speak on this, but the majority is that if something happens to me, I want Alowin to still go back to that playground because part of my legacy is there, and it's a beautiful, diverse playground. You know, it's a beautiful, diverse. I let Alowin do her thing. You know, I always let her do her thing. You know, some parents might tell their kid not to go around me. You know, for how I look, or they, you know, who knows? You know, I don't know. I'm not there all the time. It's not my playground. But when I go, I be positive. You know. But I hope people aren't stupid enough to let this trickle down to real life. Like, man, when you go to playgrounds for the kids, man, you know, playgrounds are fun. Not playgrounds, but parks. Parks, you know, or barbecue spots and things like that, you know. Yeah. Whoever watches this, I was doing this for the kids, meaning like those kids I was playing with yesterday, you know, you could tell that they weren't the father's kids. But obviously I wasn't communicating. You know, he would do it, like they were at the park all day, so like they were like, I kind of seen what they were doing. They laid blankets out. They were just chilling. So he came to get them to leave. I thought they were leaving, and then the kids came back. They're like, oh, we just want to go eat. They came out of nowhere. I was like, oh, for real? I'm like, what'd you have? Like, we had tacos. And so if the father sees this video, I want him to know that I was showing my love to the children because they were kids and not to impress your lady or nothing like that. Don't get misconstrued. If you knew my life, you'd be like, oh, I understand that guy, you know? Why he has an affinity for young people's lives, to see the goodness in them, and to, you know, and to know that others' words shouldn't affect them. They should not let others' words affect them. And also take yourself slowly with other people and other relationships. And have joy and try to, like, when I was doing that drawing yesterday on Peppa Pig's on her t-shirt, I like did my name in it. I did my name like just a little cursive, and then I in like a certain color, and then the rest of the t-shirt I did another color, but I left like a little layer around it, like if it was burned in white. So like, you know, and then I tried like filling the open areas inside the lettering, and then I just colored, and I was like, oh, look at my t-shirt, man, look, it has my name on it, has like a logo, and it's cool. And I seen like the little like 10-year-old, I seen the girl kind of picking it up, like, and the older little boy was also questioning a little bit, like, he said something about, but I was trying to make them see like, oh, you could have your own name on a t-shirt and sell it, like you could believe in your own brand, you know, speaking in those type of languages, you know, to the younger generation, you know. So it was so fun at the playground, and I hope no one's gonna take me the wrong way, but you know, I don't mean no harm to nobody, you know. But anyway, like I said, if something happens to me, I hope my daughter is able to still go to that playground. I guess I'm asking my tias or my sisters and my mom and my family. But anyway, yo, take care.